Off we go.
Yeah, definitely. So, Aldo, you experienced homelessness yourself as a teenager. Can you tell us more about that experience?
Well, my brief experience as a teenager, being in the streets and not having anywhere to live and not having a roof over your head was probably a wake up call, as I say, because I left my home. I'm the youngest of 9 children, and I wanted to go and find fame and fortune outside of Italy, and it really backfired on me very quickly because I only had 100,000 lira in my pocket in those days, and so I became I had nowhere to live very soon and no food, and became invisible for everyone passing by in a different country. This time of the year, quite cold, uh, very scary, and I I had to dig deep in my in myself and be strong, and try and find some compatriots, some Italian people. So I headed for Italian restaurants every night, back of the kitchens, getting a bit of food, and then eventually someone felt so sorry for me and gave me a job.
Oh, very nice. And what was it that made you want to get involved with Centrepoint campaign?
Well, just it's just about that, really. I mean, I had restaurants in London, in Soho area for 30 years, and homelessness in London is pretty bad. And Centrepoint is based in Dean Street in Soho. So we came together a few years ago, and I haven't stopped helping because I just want to see people, doing better than what they are. There's a lot of youngsters out there that have the talent and they want to do other things, but they can't. So sometimes people just need a bit of guidance rather than just money. I mentored a young guy not long ago for Centrepoint, and he's now got a job and he hasn't been back in the streets. He's got a flat, so there is light at the end of the tunnel. It's not all grim.
Definitely. And so you managed to get out of it and you managed to flourish in your career. How can you influence other younger teenagers who feel like they're really stuck to end up in a situation that you're now in?
Well, the thing is, it's not easy, but especially this year. I mean, last year, this time of the year, there was 24,000 youngsters in the streets, and had nothing for Christmas, nowhere to live, and no food. This year is a lot worse because of the pandemic, because of COVID-19. Also, people, you can't go near people, and if you're in the street, you're not even going to be able to beg and get money. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. So I am there is a helpline in Centrepoint, and I urge everyone to call that number. And also, we always overeat and overspend over Christmas. This year, just spare a thought for those poor people that haven't got what we have. And you can donate, even if you donate £10 out of your shopping this year, it will help, to feed a couple of lovely Christmas lunches that these youngsters really urge, and they're really, really hungry this time of the year. And it's this centrepoint.org.uk is the website. Just go on there and donate what you can. Just give a little bit of money, because it's going to make a huge difference.
Yeah, of course. And of course, it's well known that we all waste food on Christmas Day. We always cook as if we're cooking for the whole of the streets. Why do you think we waste so much food in the Christmas period, and how can we
do,
stop that? How can we
do you
level it out a
waste a
bit
lot of food?
better? We all do,
do,
don't we?
I mean, we are all guilty, including us chefs, and because we all got families, and over Christmas we all get together. This Christmas a bit less because some of us can't even go and see our families. But it's very difficult what I always tend to encourage people to do is to spend less. And if you are going to spend money, then just spare a thought to people that haven't got it. And so if you're wasting it, why buy the food and waste it? Don't buy it to start with, because supermarkets are not. We're not in the middle of a place that supermarkets will close the next day. Everything's open all the time, so we can always go back out and get something that you might want the next day. So buy less and eat less. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, of course. And one of my final questions is, what can people do if they see homeless people in the street, especially the younger generation?
What can people? Sorry, what did you ask?
What can people do when they see younger people or just homeless people in general on the streets? People might feel a bit funny about handing over change at the moment or getting close by to these homeless people.
Well, you can still talk to people. You're wearing your mask. You can still go not too close, but you can still talk to people. Sometimes these youngsters just need someone to talk to, and be having a little bit of advice, or anything possible that you can give them. Just it doesn't have to be money necessarily. It could be time. I know time is money, but we all have a bit of time to spare.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. That was amazing. If you just want to say, if someone's listening, where can they go for a little bit more information if they want to help and donate this year for Christmas?
Well, the website is centrepoint.org.uk. You go on there and you can donate £10 or as much as you want.